What is up, gamers? Welcome back. Yeah, it's time to game, but before I game, um, yeah, I don't know if I'm running the marathon, guys. I'm gonna be real. My foot's feeling better, but it's a little scary because now I'm in this position where I have to wrap my foot, and we still don't know what's going on with my foot. But it's just concerning because I don't even know if I can walk. I don't even know if I can run. I can't do a test run until Friday, it looks like. And guess what day's the marathon? Sunday. So that's crazy. I also did want to shout out to this little nest in the background. I don't know if you see him, but I just hung him up. I had a folder of nests that I got from the Hobonichi store, and I decided to put it in a frame because I had no idea what to put in the frame. And it's looking good. I'm actually digging it very much. Oh, and there's my new Han 10 in the background. As you see, I'm already wearing my current Han 10. And ignore these. But yeah, the nest in the background, really big fan of how it turned out. I tried to frame my Akira Supreme shirt, as you can also see. Um, I did a really bad job with that one, so we're gonna ignore it. But the nest looks good. Pretty happy with that. Um, but yeah, so guess what? We're gonna play some finals. Duh. My desk was clean earlier, but then I did stuff and it wasn't. But also, back to the marathon. Yeah, my foot needs to be wrapped. Maybe. We don't know. We're pretty sure it's cuboid syndrome, which is like your cuboid bone getting tweaked out of place just ever so slightly. So slightly that an x ray from the doctor's office would not tell you. And then also, an MRI wouldn't tell you. It's just a physical therapist being like, oh, yeah, I think you have cuboid syndrome based off this. But it seems like if it's really arbitrary like that, you can just guess it's cuboid syndrome. So we're kind of guessing it's cuboid syndrome because there is nothing. The pain is in the exact area for cuboid syndrome, and there is no swelling, and it just feels funny. I've been off my foot, and then it starts hurting, like cuboid syndrome. So that's kind of the gist that's going on. Let's hope it's not, because if I go to try to run a marathon with cuboid syndrome, my foot's not making it out alive. And that means I'm DQing, and I do not want to DQ that freaking marathon. You don't know how freaking bad I want to run that marathon. You don't know how freaking bad I want to run right now. Like, this is real. This passion is legit. And this passion has brought me so far to train to get to where I was at, because I was at 20 miles, and I'm gonna crash out if I don't get to run that extra 6 so I can say I've ran a marathon. And also, not only that, get the medal and get the cool stuff that you get with it. Oh my goodness, I paid so much money. Actually, correction, my parents paid for the registration, so thank you to my mom for paying for my marathon registration. I really don't want this to be a sunk cost fallacy, because it would be a sunk cost fallacy for not only my mom, but shout out to my mom believing in me that I can run a marathon and like supporting my hopes and dreams of doing so. Um, but it would also be a sunk cost for training, because I've been training since what? It feels like September, because I trained for a half marathon that I ran in November that went well. And then I started my training regimen for the marathon a little bit more in January. That's like when the actual marathon training, but it felt like a preamble for that. The September to November half marathon. So it feels like I've been training for this for over half a year now. And so it would all just feel like such a freaking sunk cost for everything. For my mom's wallet, for my mom's hopes and dreams, for my hopes and dreams, for everybody who I've been like, hey guys, guess who's running a marathon? Freaking me, Bimmy, dude. And guess what? Guess who's not gonna run a marathon if I don't run a marathon? Dang it, me. And that would suck. I mean, there's always other marathons, and I can count my blessings, you know. But I really want to run 26.2 miles on April 26th in 2026 because how epic would that be? I don't care if I have to walk, I don't care if I have to crawl. I want to cross that damn finish line, and I want to say I got the privilege of doing a marathon on that date, and just in general. That would be freaking awesome. So I'm sorry about ranting so much about this, but it's I have 6 days before the marathon. I don't know where I stand for it. I don't know if I can walk. No, I know I can walk, but I don't know if I can walk long distance. I don't know if I can run long distance. And that's really scary. It's really scary going into an event that you just feel completely blindsided by just because the chance your foot gets injured. Boo! Like, it sucks, but it is what it is, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to try my freaking best. I will count my blessings if I am able to even make it to the start line. But if I don't, on April 26, 2026, I will be crashing out. Same with FIDQ. I'm going to be crashing out. This crash out is going to be monumental. But you know what they say? You're one crash out away from your biggest lock-in. So hopefully it will be like that. But otherwise, I will be very upset. And sometimes that's just how life is. And you just have to roll with the punches. Or when life gives you lemons, it gives you lemons and you make lemonade. Or you juggle. Now you're probably wondering where I got that one from, and I actually got that one from this freaking package for a container that I saw of a yellow container, and it said, when life gives you lemons, juggle. And I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that one a lot because you know who also likes juggling? Me. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. Honestly, not. I was going to play the finals, but now I'm sitting here talking about the marathon, and I could talk about the marathon forever. I could talk about how much it freaking sucks to be in my position right now. And I'm pretty sure the Boston Marathon happened today. I don't know if it was yesterday, or today. But shout out to everyone who did the Boston Marathon. That's awesome. But yeah, the marathon, count your blessings. Try not to be too much of a sad sack, but it's hard, and I'm going through it because I've been waiting so long to do this, and it's gonna be really hard if I don't get to, and it's going to be hard to participate in DQ and just be taken out by the chance that my foot happened to get injured before the marathon. And the thing about all of this is that all of this is gonna hurt and all of this is gonna suck if it happens. You know what else is gonna hurt and also suck when it happens, if it happens? Running the marathon, because running 26 miles is no joke. I barely ran 20. So I'm ready, though, because pain is a privilege in a sense. Depends on the context. In this case, yes. So I feel ready isn't the word, because I don't think anyone's ever ready to do something. You're never really ready, you know? Especially not running a marathon for your first time. I don't know if anyone's ready to run a marathon for the first time. Like, mentally, it's very scary. Because you know you know, not only unknown things lie ahead, but you know, like, what it takes to do that. And that's scary, and it's very scary. And I'm a little scared of it, but I I'm not ready for the marathon. I want to run the marathon. And I have not said that before, really. Well, I've said like, "Oh, I wanted to run a marathon. Oh, I'm training for a marathon." But every time I like walked on the treadmill and I had to go to work and I had to get off work and go on a run like 4 or 5 days a week. I was not saying I'm doing this because I want to run a marathon. I was saying I'm doing this because I want to run a marathon. You know what I'm saying? I was not happy to be there. I was not happy to show up. And it felt more like a chore and a daunting task rather than I want this because I want this. It was just whatever. But now, more than anything, I want to run that freaking marathon. I want to be running. I want to be out there. And I want to be experiencing what it feels and what it means to experience running a marathon. Hell, if I even have to walk it, like, that's part of the experience. And the experience of that, especially for running in general, is so individualistic, but you get it. You get that it's so uniquely curated to each individual runner, yet it's a very shared experience at the same time because everyone has their own demons, everyone has their own struggles, and everybody has their own, like, I'm trying to find a word for happy, but nothing's coming. So, like, happiness when it comes to running. Um, Everyone fights differently, everyone runs differently, but we can all come together and share this one thing that we all like to do, and it we have very shared experiences, all while at the same time being so individualistic. And I think that's really nice because it, rather than individualism tearing us apart, it actually like brings us together. And I think that's really beautiful. And I really want to experience that. And I experienced that during the 20-mile course run. I experienced a little bit of that. I talked to people, I got to meet other runners, I got to walk and I got to run with other runners. And both experiences were really great. And everyone was so understanding and kind. And I just want that. I miss that and I want that. And I want that more than anything. And I want to run and I want to walk. I want to do what I can to get across the finish line, and I will be trying. And I don't know how it's going to go, and I'm so scared of it not going well. But I hope I can look at the spot one day and be like, oh yeah, that's crazy that I was talking about that because I ran that marathon, ha ha ha, on April 26th in 2026. Or I'm freaking crashing out about it and I watch this VOD back and I'm just like, you know. But anyway, enough of me losing my mind. Um, yeah, let's play the finals. It's loading. But yeah, guys, how is everybody? I hope everybody has been well. Sorry to rant so much. I was getting emotional too. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna run a marathon. Then I was like, shut up. You don't know that. But you're gonna run a marathon. But I don't know that. I like being ambiguous. But I don't like being this ambiguous. Specifically with running too. Like the ambiguity is not doing it for me, and usually I thrive in that. I wrap myself in ambiguity like it's silk sheets. But now with the marathon, I would like a clear answer. Which the answer isn't even clear because, like, still those 6 miles.
Our next World Tour stop is live, and for this event, Isolt is shaking up the builds.
Yep. Every fight just got spicier as the health gap between lights and
I loaded in. I'm gonna play Team Deathmatch. Wait, finish loading. Whatever, man. I was talking about something beautiful and poetic. I'm on my soapbox today. They're not gonna want to play me. Oh my god, charm offensive? That is very offensive. For some reason, I did not think this said mandate a fire set. I thought it said Mandarin fire set. Probably the association with red and whatnot. Is this the Asian jester? Can't wait to get this freak. I'll play... I'll play Old Reliable. But yeah, how's everybody's day going? Sorry to rant so much. I'm feeling a bit flustered that I did that just because I do be a little bit ridiculous sometimes. And I think that might have been one of them. But we will see. I can't help but be human. I can't help but get emotional. As Christina Perry once said, I'm only human. 'Cause I'm only human. But, yeah. I also want to give an update. I have not been playing the finals that much because I have been too busy downstairs playing Tomodachi Life, living the dream. Which I would love to stream. Probably why this game's taking so long to load, because everybody's out there playing the best game of the year, which is Tomodachi Life. Living the dream. Sorry guys, I'm just like on one today, and I don't know, I'm just I'm nervous. I can't help but be nervous, especially about something like the marathon, you know? And I can't help but be nervous playing my favorite video game, the finals, because if I start being bad, then everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're bad, and then I'm gonna be like, guys, wait, I can lock in. But who am I if I can lock in, like, what, 15% of the time, but I'm bad the rest of the 85%?
It's TDM time.
No cash outs today, people. Just chaos. All-out combat in the arena.
Simple and brutal.
I missed. Assist? Whatever, man. Stupid sword. Jew hater Daryl? I'm glad I eliminated him.
Threat detected.
No! Okay.
Danger down there.
With just 30 seconds remaining, every move counts.
Threat detected. Concentration is key in these fights. Breaking shield. Using gas grenade.
I thought I was protected by the shield.
The socialites strike first, setting the tempo and putting the opposition on notice.
With momentum in their favor, the socialites can seal their
turned the arena into their red carpet event, where every calculated move was an invitation to victory. We'll see you next time on the finals.
Well, chat, that's all I have for you today. Unfortunately, we won. Didn't win that one. We lost the second one, but we did win one. And I gotta talk about stuff. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, everybody.